Alright, alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some MLB news. I just done my thoughts on the Dodgers trading for Michael Kopech and Tommy Edman. So if you want my thoughts on that, go watch that video. See my thoughts there. But I want to go over stuff from today and from yesterday. I'll talk about more of the trade. I just talked about my Dodgers in that video. In this one, I'll go over the other teams that were involved in this trade. But let's start. Just go over from today. So, some breaking news that just happened of the Seattle Mariners. They've acquired DH/infielder Justin Turner from the Toronto Blue Jays per Ken Rosenthal. I mean, what did they give up for? I think it was R.J. Shrek, an outfielder at Double-A. I mean, it's not really that bad of a deal, to be honest, because he's hitting 301, 401, 399 slash line since June 1st, so he's a solid veteran. I mean, only a 399 slugging when hitting 301 is insane, but he's not really a power hitter anymore. His best days are behind him, but he's still a solid veteran who hits for average. So, the Mariners, they need more bats. That's what they needed to do. They've got Randy Arozarena, who's hitting like 2.7 with a 9-0-something OPS since June 1st. Justin Turner's hitting well, so the Mariners need to get some bats, and they went out there and got some. So that's really my thoughts here. The Blue Jays getting a guy from Double-A who I have no idea about, so I really can't give any thoughts on that. So let's talk more about this three-team trade that went down earlier today. So the Chicago White Sox, they received second baseman / outfielder Miguel Vargas, 17th ranked prospect second base Gerald Perez, and 23rd ranked prospect infielder Alexander Albertus from the Los Angeles Dodgers. So that's what the White Sox got in this deal. Obviously, we know what my Dodgers got. I talked about it in a 9-minute video. And then the St. Louis Cardinals, I mentioned a bit, I didn't mention Tommy Pham, but they received outfielder Tommy Pham and right-handed pitcher Eric Fedde from the Chicago White Sox. And honestly, I think it's a very good move for the St. Louis Cardinals. You'll be like, oh yeah, 31-year-old pitcher, but Eric Fedde's a very good player. Tommy! I like this pickup, because he was very good in the KBO before then, not too great. He goes to KBO, wins basically their version of Cy Young, and comes back with the White Sox. Very good record. Well, record doesn't really matter to me for pitchers if they're good or not. He had a very good ERA, and Tommy Pham's a good player, man. He's hitting like 260, which is pretty good. So I like these two additions for the St. Louis Cardinals to help them. And honestly, a good all-around trade, to be honest. Because the Cardinals, they needed a starter, they needed an outfielder, another outfielder they can hit, and Tommy Pham, those are two good players. So they traded a starter, a closer, and, well, not a closer, but pretty much their closer. Kopech was their closer. And they're probably their best outfielder, hitting-wise right now, and got back two mid-prospects, and Miguel Vargas, who's kind of been disappointing since we gave him a good chance. So honestly, I don't know, man. I feel like the White Sox got freaking robbed here, because they got Miguel Vargas and then a 17th and 23rd ranked prospect. And I know prospect rankings don't mean a lot, but I've never even heard of these two prospects the Dodgers had. So the White Sox basically got nothing. They traded all these players and got nothing. Condeo face for the White Sox. Noah Miller was originally reported in the deal, but he wasn't. But he isn't included in it. So yeah, that's really all from that three-team trade, to be honest. So let's get to some more rumors here. So a trade for Tigers ace left-handed pitcher Tarik Skubal is, end quote, much more likely than a trade for White Sox left-handed pitcher Garrett Crochet at this time. Dodgers, no problem. No, if you want to get a starting pitcher and Garrett Crochet doesn't get traded, go after Tarik Skubal. I know they've probably had conversations with Jack Flaherty, but no prospect is safe for Tarik Skubal unless it's DePaula. Other than that, maybe Dalton Rushing, but Dodgers should go after him. I don't care. Trade everything. But just being honest, it's kind of crazy how Tarik Skubal trades much more likely, because we heard, he's probably not going to get traded, and all that time we heard Garrett Crochet, and the White Sox are stupid. Like, why would you not trade Crochet when he has very good value right now? That's just stupid. Like, you're trading everybody else, but you're like, nope, we're going to keep Crochet if they don't trade him. It's just, I don't get it. I don't get the White Sox. And that's kind of interesting. I think a trade's going down soon, because the Detroit Tigers, they scratched right-handed pitcher Jack Flaherty from a scheduled start to, end quote, protect him for a trade, per Joel Sherman. And I saw something not too long ago, about 2 hours ago, the Dodgers and Tigers were having some trade conversations. So maybe my Dodgers could go ahead and get at least Jack Flaherty to get a good starter. So we're going to talk about this trade that went down today. The Boston Red Sox, they've acquired right-handed pitcher Quinn Priester from the Pittsburgh Pirates in exchange for infield prospect Nick York, per at Jeff Passan. Bro, they really traded York, a 5 ERA, for a top 10 prospect. I mean, I guess because I don't know if it's a bad trade for the Sox, because a 23-year-old pitcher with, I guess, great stuff, people say. I don't know. He's still young, but maybe the Red Sox can fix him, but I don't know. So the Kansas City Royals, they have acquired right-handed pitcher Michael Lorenzen from the Texas Rangers in exchange for left-handed relief pitcher Walter Pennington, per Pete Grathoff. Ooh, that's a good move, man. That's really a good move for the Kansas City Royals getting Michael Lorenzen. He's had a good season. He has an ERA in the threes for a starter is pretty good. I mean, I haven't really watched the Rangers, but maybe he has a low ERA, but is worse on paper. I mean, he's still having a solid season. So this is a good pickup for the Royals. So we'll go over a few more things from yesterday. The Texas Rangers, they've acquired catcher Carson Kelly from the Detroit Tigers, per Ken Rosenthal. That's such an upgrade from Kisner. And with Jonah Heim, really nothing. His bat just hasn't been there this year, and that's why they went out and got Carson Kelly. Because the bat just hasn't been there for Jonah Heim. So the Padres, Cubs, and Yankees are reportedly among the 6 teams that have checked in on Giants left-handed pitcher Blake Snell, per John Heyman. The Baltimore Orioles are also said to have, end quote, serious interest in Blake Snell, per Jim Bowden. Don't let him go back to San Diego, please. But I don't know why the Cubs are buying. Like, didn't Hoyer say they were going to be sellers? Like, why are they buying? I mean, I'll talk about the next trade that went down. I'll talk about the trade Cubs did when I get to it. Angels reliever Luis Garcia is reportedly garnering trade interest from, end quote, several teams, including the Royals, Red Sox, and Yankees, per John Heyman. Well, he's trash. He is not good. For San Diego, he was trash, and he's one of the big reasons they didn't make the playoffs last year. He was pretty bad. So, good luck with whoever gets him. So, ace left-handed pitcher Garrett Crochet's trade market is reportedly still, end quote, active as of yesterday, with the Dodgers and Padres being notable suitors per Ken Rosenthal. And this news comes after the Athletic reported Crochet's desire to stay in a starting rotation, along with wanting a contract extension before pitching in October. I feel like Crochet's just doing too much, man. He's kind of exposed himself as kind of greedy. And I don't know if he's... I mean, I know it say there's a higher chance that Tarik Skubal gets traded, but I'm pretty sure Garrett Crochet's market's still active. I would imagine. So, White Sox slugger Luis Robert Jr. is a, quote, more likely to stay with Chicago's deadline season rather than be traded per Jon Heyman. Oh yeah, they're totally contenders. Yeah, contenders for the #1 pick in the draft next year. I don't get the White Sox, man. Like, I don't know if they realize that his value goes down in the offseason. Do you not realize that? Wow. And the White Sox, you're gonna be like, wow, this is first time. Like, I don't know why they would still try and think, oh, we can be contender. His value's going to go down after this. Why would you not trade Crochet and Luis Robert Jr. when their value is there to be traded? I don't get it. So prior to their acquisition of Nationals outfielder Jesse Winker, the Mets, they reportedly contacted the San Francisco Giants regarding outfielder Michael Conforto. So before they went out and got Jesse Winker, they maybe were thinking about Michael Conforto via Mike Puma. That would be interesting. I mean, Conforto does everything slightly below average. He's really not that good. So the Seattle Mariners would reportedly like to add a high leverage reliever and, quote, at least one more bat to have Tuesday's deadline, which they did, even after they acquired Randy Rosarina. I guess it's Justin Turner that high, one more bat. I think that's probably it. So the Oakland A's are reportedly reluctant trade outfielder Brent Rooker and are leaning towards holding on to him ahead of Tuesday's deadline per Jeff Passan and Jon Heyman. I mean, I don't know, like, he's doing really good, but he's 29, 3 more years control after this year, all arbitration years. I'm not sure why the A's all of a sudden want to hold on to a player when it makes most sense to trade him at his highest value, because are you going to see Brent Rooker get higher value than what he's doing right now? I mean, he's 29, the Milwaukee Brewers are reportedly seeking a left-handed hitter and starting pitching help ahead of Tuesday's trade deadline per Ken Rosenthal. Yeah, without Yelich, I think they're cooked. Well, actually, I don't know if they're cooked because they played good early this season when he missed a month for the same injury. So, they're still a good team, honestly. The Kansas City Royals are in search of a right-handed hitter this trade deadline and are targeting Nationals outfielder Lane Thomas, Angels outfielder Tay Ward, and utility Luis Rengifo to address their need per Jason Stark. Lane Thomas is a solid defender and definitely a really good speed threat. So, it'd definitely be better than what they got with Garcia. So, the Chicago Cubs, they acquired all-star third baseman Isaac Paredes from the Tampa Bay Rays per Jeff Passan. And they are buying, I don't know if I want to say they are buying with this one. Yeah, 6 games out of the wild card, you'd be like, oh, why are they buying? He has 3 years of arbitration left, and he's a young player. So this isn't really buying. He's a 25 and he's a free agent until 2028, so this is really for the future. The Tampa Bay Rays acquired infielder Christopher Morel and 2 prospects in this trade per Mark Feinsand. And Morel's not really that great. But we'll see the Rays can turn Christopher Morel around. But yeah, it's really all I gotta talk about in this trade. It's really all I'm gonna talk about in this MLB news. So if the Dodgers do make another trade today, you'll see another video. But if they don't, then yeah, until next time, have a lot. Peace.